know, normally football season makes me think about fall. It doesn't really feel like fall.
Bring it on, bring it on. That's what I'm. That's
We're trying
the fall
to
I'm looking
manifest.
for.
We are trying to manifest. Those first couple of games are just so hot. So I would mentally prepare for that at this point, because we are talking more heat right now as we're headed into the school year. Our high temperature today, 103. Our feels like temperature, which is the top orange line, is going to be really close to that air temperature. So that is helpful. It's because we have lower humidity. It keeps it not feeling much hotter than what our actual air temperature is, but it's still hot nonetheless. We'll see those temperatures falling to the 90s, but it takes until 11 o'clock at night. So you really need to get those activities done early in the morning before the sun comes up, or just after, before we start feeling like 90 degrees by 11 o'clock. Here's our current conditions. I want to show you what's happening on the surface, because there's a front up here to the north. It's called a warm front because it's bringing some of that warm air up to the north. And then there's high pressure right here offshore. What's happening between the low and the high is we're getting a west wind. And that is what's bringing in some of that drier air from the more desert areas over here to the west. So New Mexico, West Texas, Lubbock, the dew point is 54. So we're getting some of that drier air filtering in due to that wind direction change, and that helps with the feels like temperatures. So we'll have a little bit of that drier tomorrow too, and then we'll see a south flow returning, and we'll be back up to that sticky feel. And here's what happens with the heat index. Our high temperatures, triple digits, we start to feel closer to 108 on Thursday and Friday, and that's when I think we'll have to watch for some heat advisories possible. And look at the highs, Saturday, Sunday, 104. I do think we'll get a little bit of drier air coming in with some Saharan dust, hopefully, and that could help us stay a little bit lower, but we have a lot of heat ahead. We have 20 triple-digit days in the bank now. Normally, we get 29 in an average summer, so I'm forecasting 7 more. We'll be really close to that average, and we'll see if we keep trucking on past that. But water vapor, we have high pressure over us. That's a clockwise spin to the atmosphere. I wanted to look to the south. There's a little spin happening in the northern Gulf. That will bring us a little bit of cloud cover, but later today, even into tonight, we'll see some upper level clouds. Tomorrow looks a little cloudier. We've had those just crystal clear blue skies. It's not going to be so much like that tomorrow, but rain-wise, because that high pressure will still be positioned right over us through the next 7 days, we're not going to get much rainfall. Looking at the eastern Pacific, Hurricane Lala moving away from Hawaii. It does start to move up to the north after briefly re-strengthening to a Category 2, and then it snakes its way up to the northern latitudes. Not too worried about it after that. There's a medium chance for development on this wave in the eastern Pacific, and the best chance of developing into Iselle, which is the next name, is this area off of Central America. So we'll watch that. Nothing to watch for in the Atlantic side. No development expected, mainly because there's still a lot of dust coming. Normally this shuts off after August. We'll see if it does that, but we still have another plume of dust headed our way into Thursday, Friday especially. We'll see some impacts from that. Dripping Springs, looking sunny out there. We have blue skies. Temperatures right now low 90s, but again, we'll hike up to those triple digits. Once again, we are in another streak here. We'll see how many days in a row we will have, but I'm forecasting every single day through that extended forecast. Triple digits and upper 70s, even some low 80s for our overnight lows.